Oh, boy.
So anyway, as the inappropriate conversation we were having previously, I
Yeah, the inappropriate conversation I remember very well.
right talking about that really inappropriate thing, you know.
Oh, naturally. Yeah. God, this mic sucks. But I've also had it for like 3-ish now, and it was one of those like cheap $20 ones from Micro Center. So like no matter how hard I tighten shit down, it still kind of fit. Before I forget, social link posted on Twitter.
Okay, so like I spaced out for like half of a second and came back to whatever you were just saying. It kind of unintentionally went along with my inappropriate conversation joke. Just want to let you know,
Totally.
just from my belligerent perspective.
Yo, don't forget about Blue Sky.
Well, what?
Blue Sky.
Oh
Don't
shit!
see it on your Twitter.
I didn't make a Blue Sky post.
How dare you?
I know I'm a fucking bastard. I'm just gonna.
Do you hate me specifically? How dare you?
No. I'm here. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna quote the first post and just kind of say the same stuff.
That reminds me, I should really put more effort into Blue Sky,
I really should too.
This guy's great.
especially if Twitter is actually going to get rid of the block feature.
There, I lazily did a quote post on Blue Sky just for you. Yeah. Also, I guess I'll say this and then I'll repeat it for anybody else that is missing. But whenever I notice that an ad's going on, we're gonna do a full pause. Because I am getting sick of Twitch's monetization horseshit.
That's fair.
As it should.
Yeah, so I've literally told everybody, like, cancel your sub, stop giving me bits. If you feel like you want to support me monetarily, there's other channels that you can do it through. Don't give any more money to Twitch, and when there's an ad, I'm just gonna do a full stop, pause whatever we're doing, and then when the ad break ends, we'll just hit resume. I've got them set, it's like 30 seconds every hour, so we should only have to do that like a handful.
That sounds fair.
But yeah. That way people who don't have subs, once I tell everybody to get rid of their subs, they don't have to miss out on anything. Thank you for lurking, Ace. I appreciate you. Tip my Gatorade because I ran out of Mountain Dew. See how that affects performance.
I have my Cheez-Its. I'm ready to go.
Hell yeah. What kind of Cheez-Its? Is it just the original?
Yeah, these are just the original.
I like
You gotta try the extra toasted. They're so
I was
good.
about to fucking say the extra toasted is goated.
They're the best.
Okay, I'll have to try those. I do also love the white cheddar.
White cheddar is a classic.
Wait, I'm not following you, Gil? What the heck?
What the fuck, Mikami?
I was so sure that I was following you because I retweeted your thing for the word session. What the heck?
Whack. Oh, hey. Countdown's over. Yoink.
I can't believe I was a dumbass and a fool.
No worries here. With that, good evening, Swamp Kids, and welcome to another Tale from the Kitchen Table presented by Project Open Table. We'll talk more about what Project Open Table is during the intermission, which will happen somewhere around the 9:30, 10 o'clock block, depending. But for now, tonight we are playing Root, the RPG based on the popular asymmetrical board game of the same title. My players here are going to be playing as Woodland Vagabonds, who are going to disrupt the political structure of the woodland in one way or another. That's kind of their job. And we've got a great session for you tonight, guys.
Okay.
Welcome back. Just in
Yeah,
time.
I'm back. Just in time.
Yeah.
I ran a little bit slow, but I'm here.
No worries at all. Let's go ahead and meet our players for tonight. First off, you know them from my Pathfinder campaign, formerly Stolas, now Mai. Please welcome Dawn.
Hello.
Next, you've seen Mikami at many of my other one-shots before, so welcome back, Mikami.
Hiya!
Excellent. And for our two new players to my table, very excited to have both of you guys here. First off, we have Amitola.
Hi, excited to be here.
Excited to have you here. And last but certainly not least, Short.
Hi. Good to be here too.
Excellent. Yeah, upcoming announcements before we get started. Next month, the 5th, is going to be the next episode of Blades in the Dark, Strangers in Paradise. Make sure you pop by for that. They kind of speed ran the last heist that they did, so I'm very curious to see what the downtime and free play aspect that comes and what kind of jobs they look to take for the following session.
Sam.
And then on the 12th, I haven't posted about this yet in Project Open Table, but the 12th I am going to be running another one-shot. I just haven't decided what yet. So if you're in Project Open Table and you want to participate in one of my this upcoming one-shot perhaps, exclamation point pot in the Twitch chat will bring up our card. You can learn all about us. You can hit a Twitter, Blue Sky accounts, or YouTube account, and then there's the Discord link. See.
I love pot.
Yeah. And then
Pot is my favorite.
Pot's great. And then the 19th will be part 15 of the Ring of Aurora, my Pathfinder campaign.
Woo!
Getting up into the big numbers. Yeah, so that's everything that we got coming up. Oh, and in Project Open Table tomorrow night is the Whose Line Is It Anyway TTRPG edition community night. It was being hosted by Grid. And just a fun night of silly casual improv. If you want to pop by and, crack some jokes and have a lot of fun, I mean, at Project Open Table. We do a lot there. We do more than just play games. It's a lot. But tonight we are playing a game. So, players, are you ready to get this thing going?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, and let's go. All right. So, this is the map of the wood. We have we've got a bunch of little clearings here. That's kind of the overarching name for the small villages and towns that are presented throughout the wood. Little lines that you see are the safe roads that you can take. Well, somewhat safe. We'll get into it. And as you can see, there is a little red line up there between two of the clearings, and we'll talk about what that means here momentarily.
Okay.
For starters, we open up on this scene where a stagnant, brackish smell kind of fouls the air long before the grove is sighted. There's pools of standing, muddy water. They connect to the rolling river through the clearing's floor. The river has blurred the line between water and land. Ground clover can still be felt underfoot around all the structures that are still standing, and the hanging moss blocks the sunlight from penetrating water. Rocky hills rise to one side with seemingly poorly maintained shacks sprouting from sheer rock faces. Industrial structures, such as the mill and workshops, line the bank of the river, saved from the catastrophe by a rise in elevation. Even the larger homes are water-stained and covered with fungal growths, although delicate, intricate carvings can be seen. And then this is where you guys come in. As we open up on like this small cluster of kind of ramshackle buildings and such. That is where we see our band of vagabonds. And we'll just go down the line and you guys can introduce your character, tell us what they're good at, what they look like, and you'll go from there. So, Mikami, would you like to introduce your character?
Yes, sure. The character that I'm playing today is called Stinky. Stinky is a possum or opossum. He doesn't know. He's not sure. And he's a scoundrel, which means that he loves chaos and loves to do chaos. Very lucky, not very um, crafty, but certainly slimy, certainly worthy of his namesake.
All right, very good. Amitola.
Okay, Mira is a raccoon, aka Trash Panda. She left behind her family of trash pandas in Trashlandia, the town built from discarded rubble, etc. And she wants to find treasure.
Right on. And Don.
Hello! I'm Don. I'm playing Solus, who you would probably know if you watched Pathfinder. He's been somehow reincarnated as a red panda and he has no idea why he's here.
All right. Excellent.
It's okay. It'll sound better in post.
It'll sound better. We'll fix it in post. It's fine. And
Real.
then finally, Short.
Okay. We have Robert. He is a wolf that, despite the looks and the very fast combat that they may get into, they have a very sweet and kind demeanor, usually caring for other people rather than, despite the threatening presence that they might forebode. And overall, they just want to try helping out people, and ended up with a bit of a ragtag group.
Yeah. And so typically vagabonds in the woodland like to kind of run solo. They kind of like to do things their own way and further their own agendas. But the four of you actually came together to complete a common goal, and that's how you guys kind of all met each other and how you decided to start rolling together as a party. Previously, your big score, I guess, would be you destroyed the existing path between the two clearings, Croissant and Passy, both of which were controlled by the Marquesate, this political force from a far off land who basically invaded the woodland and kicked the then current rulers out. You guys managed to do this by using an array of Stinky's arsoning materials and devices. So you kind of got a sour. You left a sour taste in the Marcus's mouth with your actions, but you have helped out the Woodland Alliance, and some of you guys are actually viewed quite pretty favorably among. So that's where you guys all met. That's how you guys got together. That leads us to our present moment. All right. So, as I said and described earlier, this is the kind of town you rolled in on. It's kind of it, there's signs that a lot of it's been kind of washed away, and what hasn't been is a little muddy, although it is lush enough to where it does have little patches of green. But outside of that, it's kind of hard to tell from a lot of spots. As you guys roll into town, you guys actually see that there is a small troop of Marcusite soldiers who are distributing food and medicine in the center of the clearing.
Okay.
As you guys see this scene, you are you're kind of just glancing around. You see that there is a brawl that's happening in front of what appears to be a tavern between some foxes and some goats. They seemed like a couple of them might have come to blows a little bit shortly before you arrived. Somebody is out there trying to pull them off of each other, but then a couple more start going at it, and they just look really stressed out. And as you're observing that scene, you gain the attention of this older fox who looks at the four of you, and you see his eyes widen, and he kind of looks around, making sure that none of the Marcusite is watching him, and before he kind of scuttles over to where you.
I think he's gonna pull his robes a little bit over his head. He's looking around. He's very nervous.
My robes are fully covering, like you can't see my face. But I say, hi.
All anybody else?
I guess I'm gonna do a similar thing as Mira. I'm gonna just like, say hello to the old fox.
The old fox approaches and says, I'm terribly sorry to ask this kind of out in the daylight, but with whom do your allegiances lie?"
I guess this
Oh,
would
what
mean.
now?
I have to check my reputation thing for this. Hold on.
Can I try figuring the old guy out?
Yeah, try figuring the
Ooh,
old guy
that's
out.
good.
That's a good move. Yeah, go ahead and let's see.
Read a tense situation.
Figuring someone out. You got a hit.
I clicked the. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think that fit.
Yeah, when you try to figure someone out, roll with charm. On a 7 through 9, you hold 1, so you can ask one of the questions on that list.
What list?
On your basic moves. It should be in your reference sheet.
Okay. Is your character telling the truth? What is your character really feeling? What does your character intend to do? What does your character wish I'd do? How could I get your character to blank? Those are the questions.
Okay, what does your character intend to do?
Okay, so he kind of has like this weird panic in his eyes as you're trying to like get a read on this. Um, he kind of is looking for help. He's trying to get you to do something for him.
Okay. I want to see what read a tense situation does.
Of course.
Okay.
Oh, I
I
just
am
realized the
going.
list is under the roll. Oh my gosh.
Wait, it's
Sorry.
under. Yeah, if you can also find it if you click the name of the move rather than clicking the dice, you can see what it does. I guess should we leave Mira to this since she's the one that is reading, like getting a read on the NPC?
I think for
Yeah.
I mean, unless anybody else would like to roll to figure somebody out, that's totally fine. But only Mira can act on the information that I've given.
Okay. I'll try to roll to figure someone out.
Yeah, by all means, go for it.
I got a
Yeah.
hit.
All right, a 7, so you get to ask one of those questions as well.
Okay. I want to know what this character wishes that we do for them.
It's kind of along the same lines as the information that I gave Mira. He's looking for help. He seems like he's in a bind, and he wishes that you would. He's wishing that you're not with the Marcus, so that you could potentially.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Ah, I see, good sir. Is there any way we can help you?
Well, again, I have to ask just for my own safety, who do your allegiances lie with?
It's okay, sir. We're here for the people.
Well, that's good then. That's good. The Marcusit has been making frequent stops here, been delivering food and medicine, which, you know, to their benefit has been helping our citizens, but at the time they're mainly trying to lure the clearing away from the Eyrie. I don't really want Marcusit control in my town, but it feels like if they keep delivering medicine and food, then the people are going to start siding more with them. And it's, I mean, I'm sure that you've seen what they do across the rest of the woodland. I've only heard stories of certain things, but basically ever since they invaded, things have been going topsy-turvy. I just don't want that to happen to my apologies. My name is Drew Gale. I am the governor of this clearing.
Oh, I see.
Nice to meet you, Drew.
Nice to meet you. What say you, group?
Solus, who's
Yeah, we
definitely
are,
paying
yeah.
attention.
Down with the Marcusat.
Solus, who definitely was paying attention, turns around after listening to the conversation. Do you want us to kill them for you?
Shush! No, not so loud. They're right over there.
Solus!
Sorry.
Inside voice.
Do you want us to kill them for you?
Better. We need to keep working on that.
Drew just kind of like looks around super nervously to make sure that nobody else heard that, and he leans in closer and goes, "I don't care what you, as long as you can, preferably quietly, get rid of Miriam and her forces." And he kind of points out Miriam, who is this tall, lanky cat in very noble attire. he kind of seems to be the one who's giving all the orders out to these soldiers to distribute the food and the men. Drew continues and says, I'm willing to turn over much of the coin that we have remaining Irie stores if you can just take care of this again quietly.
I think he raises a little finger.
I have an idea.
Stinky, if it
I don't want to know.
involves...
I don't want to know. Plausible deniability, correct? Yes. Whatever you guys do, if you can get rid of them, you will get paid. I literally do not want to know anything else. I have to go and pretend like I like these assholes. And he kind of
Understood,
turns on a
sir.
heel and starts walking away.
Wait, I have a
Wait,
question.
sir. Sir, wait.
Yes, quickly.
Is there any other information you could possibly give us that might help us in this situation?
How many are there?
You guys can see that this, and as far as the numbers question, you guys can see that there is probably about 20 of these.
Okay.
Sir, before you go and do anything reckless, I encourage you to possibly get somewhere safe first. I would not wish you any harm.
Oh, that's absolutely the plan. Yes, I don't plan on sticking around and being a bystander in all this. As far as your request, essentially, our grove was originally held by the Irie governor. It was held by me, but my rule was weak, and the kingdom's attention was. We've been able to more or less act independently as long as it paid taxes. But however, there were some foxes that were repairing their structures along the waterfall and inadvertently caused the flash flood. The inrush of water damaged homes and business. Long-term effects were much worse. Basically, it contributed to a lot of the illness, hence why the Marquisate are here, giving out medication and other supplies, hoping to gain control through peaceful means. And he kind of does like the air. But the problem is, it seems like she wants to control the clearing's corn wine industry, which I know about, and it hasn't been much of an issue for us. So I've been kind of it's just it's kind of just a mess.
Okay, while the kind old man is talking, I would like to attempt to roll for reading a tense situation to see who exactly is the biggest threat.
Yeah.
If I roll it.
Yeah, let's make that roll.
Okay,
That's a
hit.
9. Yeah.
I would like to read over in the direction of the 20 or so guards, and I'd like to see who. I'd like to try to scope it out and see who exactly is the biggest threat.
So as far as the guards go, they're pretty much dime a dozen. They're kind of hard to tell apart. None of them are more marketably larger or stronger looking than the rest. The real threat here is actually Miriam herself. Not only does she come off as this noble-looking person.
Oh wait, she's here?
She is here. Yes.
Oh shit.
Yeah. But not only does she like give off this presence of a noble, but she is actually quite a skilled sword fighter herself. So she's not afraid to get her hands dirty either. If something were, if she was able to get a message back to the Marquisate about anything that happens here, then that could probably only make things worse. So I would say the answer, who is the biggest threat, would definitely be.
Okay, and what are communications means that she has?
Basically, there's not really technology in this world outside of like basic alchemicals and stuff. So she would essentially have to send a runner to go and deliver
I
a
see.
message to a nearby town that was controlled by the Marquisate.
Stinky, can I ask a favor of you?
It
Can I
depends.
ask you to patrol around the area and possibly, lay whatever you need to possibly just block the way of anybody possibly quickly escaping?
Drew immediately puts his fingers in his ears. I'm done listening. La 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 la. And he turns around and starts leaving.
Stinky rubs his
Wait,
grubby little
he's
hands and say,
Yeah.
Any means necessary.
Yes,
Thank you,
runner-looking people especially.
Yes.
and he turns around and he goes,
Oh,
and he goes around the clearing.
So as you go around, Stinky, or well, we'll get to you here in a little bit. The other three, what would you guys like to?
What say you guys? I say we might as well provide a distraction for Stinky.
Yeah?
Well, if you want a distraction.
Yeah,
Oh,
you get to
so-
use your outside voice for distractions.
Yes, you can use your outside voice for distractions. Robert proceeds to get ready to plug his ears.
Oh, so you're giving me free reign?
Yes.
Yes.
This is gonna go badly. Solus just casually walks out into like what I would assume is probably like just the center of town type area.
Would this count as trick an NPC?
Depending on what Solus intends to do, it could be a hand.
It could be persuade. It could be trick.
It could be wreck.
It could be wreck.
Depends on what what Solus is.
It
after.
could. Yeah.
I somehow, Gil, I can hear the fear in your voice.
'Cause I know you.
Yeah. So yeah, Solus walks his happy little ass up into the middle of what I would assume is just like what you would consider the center of town, and very loudly he very loudly he just shouts, "Fuck the Marquisate!"
Oh Jesus!
Oh,
and
no.
holds up two furry middle fingers.
Oh no.
Oh dear God.
Okay.
We're doing this.
Yeah, it seems like it. All right. So
At least he didn't damage any of their property.
you definitely
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
you definitely get their attention you get a handful of the guards' attention for sure. They kind of stop and look at you, and they're not entirely sure what to do about you yet. But some of them are already starting to like reach their hands towards their swords that are sheathed.
Did I
Please
mention I'm
forgive.
flipping them off?
Huh?
Please forgive
I
our
me-
friend here, guards. He's a little unstable.
What was your question, Dawn?
Oh, I was gonna say, did I mention I flipped them off?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Double
You
fingers
did. You did with both fingers.
good.
Yeah.
2-gun salute for sure.
with like the thumbs.
That's very
yeah.
important. That's very important. Are you including your thumbs?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right.
Jot it out like they're making an L shape.
So are you so with this being like your distraction, I'm assuming this is for you pulling their attention away from Stinky.
Basically.
Okay, then yeah, I'm gonna have you roll to trick an NPC. You're gonna roll with cunning.
Uh-oh.
What is your cunning stat? What
Can
is
I-
wait.
Can I aid?
Wait. What is your cunning stat?
Thankfully, it's not my lowest.
I can't see it. I can't see it. Shit.
It's a nice flat 0.
Okay. Okay.
All right. I would like to
Not
aid
bad.
Stinky.
Not
Like-
Stinky, Robert.
Or
Robert,
Robert. I would like
Solus.
to aid
No,
Robert.
not Robert.
It's Solus.
It's Sol.
Solus.
Okay,
Yeah,
so you would like to
I'm aiding
aid.
Solus.
Okay, yeah, absolutely.
I would like to, very embarrassingly, aid Solus.
So, then I would like to ask what you guys are doing to aid.
I would say my character is like has the strength to at least flip the bird with one hand, but looks very visibly embarrassed by it.
Okay, so you're just helping to agitate things. All right, and what about you, Mira? How are you aiding?
I guess we're doing this. I'm gonna join in the flipping off the marker set as well.
All right, so each of you can mark exhaustion to give Solus a +1 to this roll,
Oh, nice.
if you would like to. You can also mark an extra exhaustion, and you can choose one of the following. You can either conceal your help, or you can create an opportunity or an obstacle. But if
well,
you just
it's-
mark the one just to give the +1 bonus to Solus, that'd be fine too.
I'm
So we just
creating an
one
obstacle.
exhaustion?
We're past the point of concealing.
Is your body considered the obstacle?
Also, I would like to remind you, if you watch your connections to see if there's any bonus to helping
Yeah,
people.
I just checked. I don't have anything for this right now.
Yeah, you're so let's figure out a couple things then real quick. So Mira, you're giving the +1 bonus to Solus, and you're also marking an extra exhaustion to create an obstacle. What's that obstacle?
I'm just knocking over everything I can find in between us and the guards, like just
Just like
accidentally
common wear.
accidentally tripping over things, knocking them over. Oh whoops, there's another barrier there. Oh whoops.
Okay.
Unintentional but
Oh,
secretly
shucks.
intentional battlefield.
Yes.
Not knocking over stalls. My cabbages.
Oh wait, knocking over shit is gonna be really good if I have to fight.
All right. So
Because
you've
I can
done
just
that.
parkour shit.
And
Exactly.
And then I get like an insane amount of dashes.
Short,
Oh.
you are marking exhaustion to give Solus another +1. Are you going to mark exhaustion to choose another option on the list?
Another option as in like the basic moves?
For help or interfere, you can mark exhaustion again to select either to conceal your help or interference, or to create an opportunity or obstacle. You don't have to. Mainly, you're just marking the one exhaustion to give Solus the bonus.
I guess I'm going to I guess I'm going to assist in creating an exhaustion. I'm gonna assist in creating a obstacle
Okay.
by finding common things like barrels and stuff around and knocking them over very purposefully.
Okay.
But like I'm a little bit shameful about it.
We
All
are
right.
we are
yeah, totally.
definitely going to be able to take out 20 people in this mess. It's going to be great.
Right.
I'm more worried about the reputation with the people.
Yeah, let's talk about that. So Solus, you're getting +2
Uh-oh.
to your roll.
Okay.
Let's take a look at how you stand with the Marcusite.
Oh, that's a -1.
Oh,
Well, don't we
yeah.
already have a -1?
Yep. I really don't like them.
this so the -1 because
Or the other way around.
Solus has been basically a thorn in the Marcusite side for a hot minute. So that's
No,
going
I'm pretty sure we all have that.
You all have that, yeah. But since Solus is the one rolling, it's only going to apply to his roll.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Okay.
So instead of getting a +2, Solus, you're only getting a +1 to this.
Okay, so do I just roll and then we add that to the roll, or is
wait.
there some way that I can just add the modifier in?
Can I ask a question? While we're doing these actions, are there people
Oh yeah,
around, like normal
regular
people
citizens.
around?
Yeah, a lot of them have kind of like stopped to watch the three of you.
Can I, along with knocking things down, at least make a worried look at somebody and tell them to, and like gesture for them to shoo?
Yeah, absolutely. You definitely see someone who is just kind of like doing like the side glances and just they start slowly backing away.
Please don't hate me. Please don't hate me. Please don't hate me.
Why did this have to happen on my commute to work?
So yeah, so let me see. For your rolls, does it give you the opportunity after you click the die to add a modifier?
No, I mean I can. What was it again? That
I
was
mean,
rolling
we
trick
could
and
just
NPC, or
Trick
Yeah,
NPC,
we could
you're gonna roll with
add
cunning.
the modifier.
nope, it just let me roll. So that would be.
even with
I
a
guess that would be a
It's a
6.
plus
still a
2?
6.
It's
No,
a +2.
It's a but with
It's-
one taken away because Solus has -1 with the Marcus on all their rolls.
Shit.
Yep.
Oh no.
So that's a fail.
Can I burn a hero point?
Yeah, we both aided twice though, didn't we?
You did.
Yeah,
No,
it's
no,
a +2 from both of you, but a
we
-1
did-
because
we
I'm
created
in good standing.
obstacles, but he still failed.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like a 7 or an 8.
No, so what happened
Mhm.
basically was I rolled a 5, and then I got the
So-
+2 from both
so
of you
basically
helping, but
the
I have a
extra
-1 from the Marcus
exhaustion
set.
Just simply does a thing that is either concealing it or creating the
Okay.
opportunity /
So it
obstacle.
was really-
It doesn't add an extra.
Okay, so it was really just one from both of us. Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
We're more like we're setting the stage.
And we're probably gonna need it. Yep, there's the laugh.
There's the laugh.
All right, so I failed miserably. So what are the consequences?
Okay.
You're a stinky butthead.
Sorry, that's me.
Yeah, how
Yeah.
could you say that about Stinky Solus?
Yeah, so
Listen.
Unfortunately they aren't really taking you guys for much other than like maybe a few drunks. So only like a couple of them will come over, like one for each of you will come over and
Uh-oh.
try to like escort you like away from the clearing and probably back towards the But as far as the other 17 that are still helping Miriam, they've kind of just went back to work.
So there's a few here. And
Yes.
so how many would you say are here right now?
3.
Right in front of
With
you
us.
guys, it's 3.
It's about 3, and the other ones have like fucked off.
The other 17 are still in the middle of the clearing distributing medicine and food, so they're still nearby.
So,
but
yeah, and we're
not
like
up on you.
nearby.
We didn't
but,
completely
like,
fail.
Okay.
I have a terrible idea. Does anybody have a good idea?
I have a somewhat terrible idea. I kind of want to just like hear me out. Do
Stab
we
them?
want to just like attack these 3 that are just like upon us like before they get the chance to do anything?
We have
And then
the
like
same
the
idea.
other ones just aren't gonna be aware?
I mean,
Possibly?
once they're out of eyesight of the other ones, sure.
Yeah. We should let them escort us away somewhere else.
Okay.
All right, so you guys are just going to be like, all right, yeah, we're going.
Yeah.
Okay, so the 3 of you are
Begrudgingly.
led by these guards over in the direction of the tavern. Let's cut over back to Mikami, who is kind of circling around the clearing a bit.
Yep.
Mikami, what are you up to? What are you looking for? As you're passing by, you buildings, some homes. You see the tavern where there's still that brawl that's going on between some foxes and some goats. What are you looking to do?
First of all, I'm trying to sneak around.
Okay.
Let me roll for sneak.
Is that one of
Yes.
your rogue? That's one of the roguish feats that you have, right?
Yep.
Great.
So attempt a roguish
Uh,
feat.
Yeah. That will be with finesse, right?
Finesse, correct.
Let me just check if I have anything that changes that. My moves. No. Okay. That is a flat 0, y'all. No.
Oof.
God damn.
Machi. Okay.
We really rolled all the good stuff before this, huh?
Yeah, why we were returning your dice there?
We did. I wish we could use the rolls we made before stream.
So
Blowing the dice, blowing the dice.
So here's what I'm gonna say is happening. You're kind of like trying to move about the clearing as inconspicuous as possible. And what's gonna happen is you're looking around and you aren't paying attention to where you're walking, and a recently surfaced root from a tree trips you, and you just kind of land and you fall face first in the mud, and some of your supplies spill out onto the ground around you.
Oh no.
And you see a couple onlookers kind of stop and notice you.
Uh-oh.
Sting is going to get up, try his best to get the mud out of his face. Look around.
I guess, would this be a finesse roll?
They already rolled.
Yeah, I already rolled. I got a 2.
That is true.
And he's going to look at them. Look at his resources, like trying to get it back into below his cloak, and say,
He's got nothing.
and start running.
All right, so you take off, and as you are running with like all of your implements kind of huddled under your cloak, and you're just trying to bucket, you are definitely getting the attention of at least of every other person that you run past.
Yeah, but as I'm running, as I'm not completely dumb, from what I've walked around the clearing, what are the main exits?
Great question. Let's go back to the map. So it looks like for Galilah's Grove, there are 3 paths that lead from it. There's one to Sundell, there's one to Pinehorn, and one to Limberley.
Do I know the allegiance of these other clearings?
So Pinehorn is currently under the Eyrie. The Sundell and Limberley are both under the Marquisate.
Okay, so as I am going around and as I seen that shit already hit the fan, I am going to just start giggling wildly. And as I'm going, I'm throwing my supplies, my explosive supplies, towards the ending in Sundell, and then I'm gonna move to the ending in Limberley and do the same thing. And as I'm doing that to wreck something, and I'm doing with flagrantly dangerous means, I roll with luck instead of might thanks to Arsonist.
That's right. Very true. Okay, yeah. Go ahead and so it's going to be 1 roll for each path that you're trying to cut off.
Yeah.
And you've already drawn some attention, but since you're no longer sneaking around, this is almost guaranteed to get noticed.
Yeah.
So we'll do the roll for Sundell first. We'll see how that pans out.
Oh, no.
Okay, let's go. That's a 12, baby!
Look at that. All right, so
Nice.
Do you have any plus to luck?
I have a +2.
Oh, shit.
So 14.
That's 3 more than I have.
Oh no, the
No,
plus 2 is already
it's a
calculated
12 with
in.
the plus
Oh,
2.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Rolled a 10 naturally.
on hit, you break it, and it can't be used again until it's repaired.
All right, so you're throwing out. You're an arsonist. You're throwing out fire bombs.
Basically.
Okay, so so what I'm gonna say happens here.
Would you say you're throwing it at the bridge? The
Yeah.
little wooden bridge?
Yeah.
Oh boy. All right, then I can't draw for shit with a mouse, but that bridge is on fire between Galilah's Grove and Sundell.
Okay.
And somebody will eventually notice it. But we'll see. Let's see how you do with the path to Limberley.
Okay. Let's go. The dice don't fail me now. That's a 7.
7. You're imprecise and dangerous. You cause collateral damage, attract attention, or end up in a bad spot. Gee. Okay. So yeah. So you throw another firebomb, and the fire kind of engulfs this road here, very close to the entrance to Lila's Grove.
Ooh.
I'm gonna say that you were kind of careless after seeing how the first one went, and there is a guard shack that is located right next to the entrance. You guys
Where
would
the
have
where
came
the
up from
fire is
Pinehorn.
happening?
Yes, where the fire is happening, and you see that some of the flames are beginning to lick the sides of the guard station.
Is it the town's guards or like the bad ones?
It's the town's guards.
Shit.
I certainly seen that, right?
Oh yeah, you see this for sure. You may have seen it as you were running away, but you do clock it.
Okay.
Is this the third roll?
That's the second roll.
Yeah.
I know. I mean, like, are we on the third one?
Are you doing the one from Galilah's Grove to Pinehorn? Pinehorn is under the control of the Eyrie.
No, I don't want to do from one to Pinehorn.
Okay.
Because the Marquisette and the Erie are at odds, so
Correct.
I don't see them running from there. But as I see that I kind of fucked up, I'm going to... Let me think.
Are you gonna attempt to stop the fire a bit?
No, why would I?
The people,
The people already hate me.
they're gonna
I'm
be
not winning the fight.
defenseless.
You know what? The people in the Marquisette, of the Marquisette,
Yes.
do they have like any type of carts or
Yeah, they would have rolled
supplies
into
and
town with a couple carts. Yes.
you know what?
Oh no.
I'm going to rig the carts to explode.
Are these the carts like from the townspeople or?
This is the carts that the Marquisate brought with them to
Okay.
distribute food and medicine.
Well, wait, that's not a good idea.
Yeah, can you take the food and medicine out first, maybe?
Yeah, can you take the food and medicine, please?
Well, it's currently surrounded by the other 17 Marquisate guards and Miriam.
Yeah.
Or you could just throw one right in the middle of them.
My idea is to use the debris and everything to basically wreck them up.
True.
So that's another wreck something roll, right?
I think so, because there's not really the only other one
Because
that would apply would be Trust Fate, which is kind of like a catch-all for anything that isn't listed on the other basic moves.
Yeah. Okay, let's me trust fate in this.
All right, trust. So you're gonna go rig the carts while the Marquisate are there.
Actually, I'll say rig the carts quote unquote, but I'm mostly just bombing them indiscriminately and hoping to high hell the explosion actually hurts the Mark City people.
Okay, so then
So
this
that
is
would very
this-
much a trust fate roll.
this seems, now that you're like explaining it a little bit more, this sounds more like wreck something.
Okay. It's
Yeah, I'm
it's
just
still a
picturing you
luck roll.
tossing Molotov cocktails at the carts.
God damn it,
Yeah.
Stinky. I'm
No,
gonna look
and
at
he's
our.
doing it while cackling on top of his lungs.
I'm
He
gonna
doesn't care.
look. While this is happening, I'm gonna look at the little piece of colored glass that we share, and I'm just gonna be like, "What happened?"
Yeah, because you guys I would say at this point you guys are about to like the door of the tavern. And the three Marcusite guards are still behind you, still making sure that you get in there. But you definitely start seeing fire out of like your peripherals.
Okay.
But yeah,
Do I roll again?
yeah, roll it up. Roll to yeah, I guess it's gonna be wreck something.
Yeah, let me roll luck. Oh no, that's a miss.
Uh-oh.
No.
Oh, that's okay. So here's what happens.
Well, that
You-
was luck, not wreck something.
But when
True.
I'm rolling to wreck something with frequently dangerous means, I roll with luck instead of might.
Oh shit.
Yep.
Is it too late to aid?
Yes.
Okay, I thought
Yeah, the
so.
roll's already been made. It's too late. All right, so Stinky, here's what happens. You take your fire bombs. You're cackling. You've already lit one fire. It's a good day. You've lit two fires. It's a fantastic day. You're having the time of your life, and you're like, ah, fuck it. Let's see if we could take some of these Marcusite guys out with the carts. And you go to let one fly, and in your excitement, you release your grip on it on the backswing, and it flies behind you, and you see that the firebomb lands at the near the base of this small home.
Oh god.
And, and now all Marcusite eyes are on you.
I mean, I'm going
Does this
to...
wait, pause for a moment.
I guess
Does
it
this
kind of works.
include the three guards that are taking us to the tavern?
Yes, this does.
I
'Cause
would
they're
like
hearing
to
explosions now.
I would like
Okay.
to immediately, right as I heard that, I would like to immediately attempt to quickly get behind the guard while they are distracted and attempt to stab them.
All right, that sounds like you're engaging in melee.
Yes.
I would also like to engage in melee.
Would like to do the same.
Okay,
Yeah,
fantastic.
let's go!
All right.
Do I do a finesse roll, right? Because of my weapon?
What is your weapon?
Because my weapon has quick, which means that I roll with finesse, I believe. It doesn't say on here.
I think that's correct. I think you also, isn't that
That sounds
one of
right.
your moves too?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then yeah.
With my according to my moves, I'm checking.
Hmm?
No, it doesn't say anything about it. It's specifically with quick, I think.
Okay. Right then. Woof. Let's see it happen then. Go ahead and everybody roll with might, except for Robert, who rolls with finesse.
Do I just hit the finesse roll then?
Yes.
Oh my god!
Holy shit,
This is
Solus.
not my skill.
Not
good
not
job,
just
Holy,
Solus.
holy shit, Robert too. Full hits
Let's
on
go.
all.
I got
Yeah.
a 15. Holy shit.
Let's go!
Look at you guys go. All right, so
Do you have a +2 or a +3 in your finesse?
I have a +3.
Nice. I have
Um,
a +3 in might.
all right, so
so I inflict harm, right?
yeah, so on a 10 plus, you pick 3 of the options under engage in melee.
I gotta check for engage in melee.
So the way that
You can
combat
scroll
works in
above-
this
above.
game is that I'm not rolling to attack you guys. Basically, anytime you engage in melee, there is a there's an implication that you're also going to be taking damage from the person you're fighting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
Which would go to injury?
yes. Unless your weapon states like blunted, it does exhaustion instead of injury.
Okay. I would like to inflict serious harm
All right, that's one.
with the +1. How much health do these enemies have normally?
They're pretty tough.
Are they like a 4 as well on the
Yeah.
injury scale?
Yeah.
Okay. So I
That's
would like to
okay.
inflict serious harm,
Okay.
suffer little harm.
Okay.
I would like to.
Let me shift my.
What does dismay mean again?
You're
dismay.
Basically you are you're it's more or less like hopelessness in a way.
It's like okay. I would rather break somebody than make them feel scared and pussy out.
Okay. All right. So you're going to inflict serious harm on one. I'm gonna have to start.
Yeah, I'm gonna inflict
Whip that
not
notepad
only
out.
serious harm while suffering little harm. I am going to make the foe go in dismay. And can I spend an exhaustion because my umbrella has large to inflict an extra bit of harm?
Yes, you can.
So I'm gonna like quickly turn around to this enemy. I'm going to stab them right through a piece of armor that would hit their flesh.
Okay.
And I'm going to use that exhaustion to open the umbrella while it is stabbed into them.
That's rough.
That's awesome.
All right. So
Oh my god, is that Dark Souls?
So Robert, so you quickly produce your umbrella and you just pierce into this dude. With everything added together, they're gonna take 3 harm.
Oh my goodness.
So when they instinctively, like as they feel the stab, they quickly whip out their sword and they just lightly graze you across the chest. So you're gonna take 1 injury.
Damn.
And then you said you wanted to dismay your foe?
Yeah. So make them feel like there's no hope in this situation.
Oh, absolutely. Okay, so
And just so they give up.
So then here's how this is going to go. They are already like really roughed up by you from 1 attack, and they see that they barely got through to you. They're not liking their odds. So depending on how everything else goes, they might just split.
Too bad that there is an umbrella stuck inside them.
Oh yeah. They're gonna have to wiggle that out first, but that's for another thing.
Yeah.
Solus, you got a full hit as well, so you can pick 3 on that list.
All right, so I'm essentially gonna do the same: inflict serious harm, suffer little harm, and then Solus has absolutely no problem with scaring the shit out of people, because it kind of happens naturally. So I'm gonna go with frighten.
Okay.
And I completely forgot what the mighty tag on my greatsword is again. What was that? Because it doesn't say it on the thingy.
It does not say anything.
Yeah, I know some of them don't. Quick search here. Mighty, when you wreck something with this item, you mark 2 where to shift a miss from a 7 to 9 or a 7 to 9 to a 10 plus. So
Oh, okay.
it doesn't do
Well, then
anything.
it's not going to do anything right now. That's fine.
What do you mean
so-
I can accidentally add a tag, but I can't delete it? Oops. I just wanted to see, like, if I could, like, find a way to read what the tags do.
I can fix that for you.
Because here's the weird thing. Large says what it does. Nothing else does.
And
Yeah,
that's
I have the
problem with
same. I have the
roleplay.
same issue.
I
I have the same issue.
Roleplay
It's mine's
curse
showing arrow proof and giving the description, but everything else is empty.
I've got that page bookmarked so I can fill you guys in on what those do.
Okay.
So Solus, yeah, you deal 2 harm with your greatsword. The other one draws his sword and attempts to attack you, but you've got that nice armor on, and so you only take a little bit of it. You're gonna get that 1 minus harm, so you're still taking 1 injury.
Okay.
And you're frightening them?
Yes.
All right, so yeah, he sees this unnaturally bulky red panda in front of him who just struck the sword and is like, I don't think so. He just dips.
Where are you going, coward?
Mira, let's talk about you.
I mean, you did scare him. Shit.
Do we have to though?
Unfortunately,
I mean, you
we
don't
do.
have to. You might be getting attacked if you do.
You're definitely getting attacked.
Oh no, you did a roll. You got a
Yeah.
miss.
Yes.
Yeah, so
That's why I don't want to talk about it.
your miss, yeah, unfortunately, you're going to just end up taking 2 injury as your particular guard draws their sword, and they are now getting an intimate distance with you. They are like right up on you. So going back to the guard that Robert's facing, you've definitely instilled this like hopelessness in him, but it seems like it's locked him to the floor, and he might have like a small spark of hope left. It just kind of depends on what happens. But he is definitely like, oh no, this doesn't look good. So
I guess.
yeah, go ahead. Unless Stinky, you have something that you would like to do, since you have now drawn the attention of pretty much the entire town at this point.
I would like to. Can I just do another? Can I do another roll just to like attempt to just finish off this guy?
Let's see what Stinky does first, and then you guys can do more combat rounds if you would like.
Okay.
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 You know what? I am going to look at the leader of the Markset group that's here.
Okay.
I'm just
so
gonna
you're looking at Miriam.
smile. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you're
And
going
gonna
for
say-
intimidation.
Touch this.
And I'm gonna throw another firebomb at her.
Jesus. Okay. All right.
So that's a range.
Yeah, this is a target someone roll. When you target a vulnerable foe at far range, roll with finesse.
Oh. Okay. Just a question.
Yes.
Is the situation could be described as diving into a dangerous situation without thorough planning?
Oh, abso-fucking-lutely.
So I have luck armor thanks to Daredevil.
So wait, what does that mean exactly?
I have luck armor with 1 box of wear.
Okay. Very good. Also,
Okay,
when
that's
it comes to
finesse, right?
armor, if you guys have armor on you, instead of taking injury, you can mark a box of wear on your armor. And it's 1 for 1, so if you're taking 2 harm, you have to mark 2 boxes of wear on your armor in order to negate it completely.
Okay.
So just for heads up. So yeah, so Stinky, you now have luck armor since you're doing this crazy plan. So yeah, you're gonna roll with finesse to target Miriam with one of your fire bombs.
Yeah. I am very bad. That's a miss.
That is a miss. Yeah, no. I think this time though, your palms are sweaty. You realize the mess that you've made, and despite your willingness and your entertainment of pushing forward with just setting the town on fire, your firebomb slips out of your palm as you go to throw it, and it lands directly in front of you. I'm gonna say that you're gonna have to take 2 injury from the fire.
Ooh.
Okay. I'm
What
gonna
is your
mark
injury at right now?
0. I'm gonna mark 1 wear on my luck armor to just take 1 injury.
Perfect. Sounds good.
But yeah,
It's at that
my plan
point
literally.
that Miriam points to you and says, "End him."
Oh shit.
And so now all of the guards the Marcusite guards that were standing around have now drawn their weapons.
Ugh.
Let's go back to the other three. So, Robert, what would you like to do? We'll just go Robert, Solus, then Mira.
Wait, what is the order?
You're first.
Okay.
Then Solus, and then Mira.
I'm gonna roll for finishing off this guy, I guess.
All right, let's see it happen. All right.
Can I just count that this finishes off this guy?
Yeah, absolutely.
And then can I I'm assuming I wouldn't suffer harm because he fucking dies.
I'm gonna say in aspects for combat, if you pop off a melee or a targeting attack that would end them, that you won't be taking their part of the attack. So I think you'll be fine.
I would like to impress Miriam with like a fancy finishing off move.
All right, yeah.
And then I would like to shift my range.
Okay.
One step closer to Miriam.
All right. Sounds good. So your guard is now down. 19 guards and Miriam remain.
Okay.
All right. Solus.
So, did
I will be right back.
did
I just
the
need to grab something real quick and then I'll be back.
After this round of combat, we'll go to intermission. Because it's
Okay.
about that time.
did
Yeah.
the guy that I haven't the one I scared, so he ran away?
He's gone. Yeah, he dipped.
He's
So
gone?
So
All right.
technically, you guys are down to 18 guards and Miriam.
Bet. All right. Try to think of. You know what? Actually, hold on. I just made a realization. I think that I could have done.
But at this point, only the guard that's in front of Mira remains.
I realized. Well. Okay. So. What's it looking like between in as far as like the distance between me and the head lady whose name I can't remember?
She's pretty far away. She's kind of like in like this clearing's like town square, I guess you could call it. She's pretty much in the middle of that. So there's a good bit of distance between the two of you.
Trying to decide if I just want to run into the chaos or not. Who am I kidding? This is Solus. Yeah, let's run into the chaos. Okay, so like I realize now that we left basically a mess between us and the rest of them.
I would say from where you guys were originally standing, the mess is not currently obstructing your path between the tavern and the square.
Okay, fantastic. Can I just make a? Is she surrounded with other people, or are they just kind of spread out all over the place because of all the chaos going on?
Well, so it looks like all but maybe 4 guards have started to descend upon Stinky. So Miriam has 4 guards that are kind of like sticking close to her to make sure that she's.
Okay, what did I miss?
I'm trying to decide how I'm going to make a beeline for the lady. You literally just said her name and I can't remember.
Miriam.
Miriam, that lady. I mean, yeah, I might as well just make a beeline in that direction.
All right. The other guards are spread about, and they are, like I said, they're starting to descend on Stinky. So as you're running, I'm going to say that one of them catches you like midway and attempts to block your path.
Would if he's blocking me, would he happen to count as scenery that I could smash through?
I don't think so.
That
Darn it.
I would say
No.
a scenery that you could smash through would be like a door. You know, you've sold us
Yeah,
to smash through
fine.
doors before.
a
I
nice
know.
succulent plant.
It happened to be nearby a building that I could smash through and topple.
The
on top
whole
of it.
building?
Unfortunately, not between the tavern and the square.
Yeah, but we like the
all right.
tavern.
Yeah, all right. We'll mess with the tavern. Let me think. What could I do? I'm clicking this just so I can read it.
Yeah, totally.
Okay. Well, I can't do that right now because was it one of the 4 guards that stopped me, or was
no,
it just
it was a random that
Okay.
was about to go for Stinky, but then saw you charging.
Okay, gotcha. All right, so I gotta blow through him before I can get to the rest of them. Okay,
Correct.
yeah. Then we'll go with. I'll just. I mean, he got in my way, so he made the bad decision here. So I'm just gonna. I'm gonna fight him.
All right, yeah. Roll to engage with melee. That's might.
Oh, that's actually a move that I can just click engage melee right there.
There you go.
Oh
Full-
God.
Oh!
The fighters be fighting.
All
All right,
right. Well.
let's see how you handle this one.
God, why can't I get these rolls in Pathfinder?
Right?
Jesus. All right. All right. So, yeah. All right. So that means I can. Let's go with. Yeah, inflict serious harm, suffer little harm, and then let's frighten this guy too. Why not?
Okay. Sure. So yeah, this
If
one,
he survives.
What does your great sword? I think it's just the 1 harm from your great sword typically, right? Unless you have the large tag that lets you do 2.
Go. Wait.
I believe.
I believe so.
Yeah. So, all right. So this guard is going to take a total of 2 injury. And you are going to take 1 more injury in return.
Okay. So basically, in these instances, they've done 2 injury, but I've negated 1 of the 2, right?
With your choices in engage in melee, yes.
Okay, cool, awesome. I'm glad I've been doing that because I realized I might have been almost dead if I didn't do that.
Yeah. And you can also mark wear on your armor to negate that last bit of harm and not take any.
Yeah, can I actually do that instead?
Yeah, you can do that. You'll
Okay,
take 0 harm from this melee. And once he realizes that his attacks didn't affect you at all, and you've basically bloodied him, he's not a fan of this either. This isn't something he signed up for. He's gonna dip.
Goodbye.
That leaves 17 guards and Miriam remaining.
Okay.
Mira, you're
Alright.
up.
Okay, so I'm up close with this guard.
Yeah, and you failed your last attack against him, and he is full blown on the offensive now. So, how do you handle him?
Well, if he's right up on me, can I attempt to pickpocket him?
You're gonna pickpocket him?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. What do you? I guess we can figure out what you're trying to go for. Yeah. Go ahead and roll to attempt a roguish feat because pickpocket is one of your feats that you.
Ooh.
All right.
I made that one.
Yeah, so
Let's go.
So you're gonna achieve your goal. You're gonna pickpocket something off. But now there is going to be a thing here. You can mark exhaustion, or I can give you one of your risks for trying to pickpocket this.
Okay. Where is that list of risks?
So for your list of risks for pickpocket is leave evidence, take too long, and weak result.
Weak result. It doesn't have to be much that I take. It's more that I took something.
Unfortunately, the risk is my choice, so
Okay.
and I have a good one in mind.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry. I thought you were asking me to like choose which one I'd prefer.
Oh no, you take the exhaustion, or you just suffer one of the consequences.
Oh.
So if you want to negate the consequence entirely, you can mark exhaustion.
Okay, then exhaustion.
Okay, great. Yeah, so what are you trying to lift off of him, I guess is the question I want to ask.
His coin purse?
Okay. Yeah, so like they try to attack this guy, he turns around and draws a sword, and you just kind of reach down and grab his money.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's kind of just bewildered by that. Since you decided to take the exhaustion instead of the risk, I'm gonna say that he's not gonna have enough time to process you snatching his coin purse off of him. So he's not gonna immediately harm you.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think it is 9:30 exactly. So we're going to go ahead and take our intermission. We'll cut back to the kitchen table. I am going to say...
How long is intermission going to be?
So 10 minutes is when we're going to start the session back up. We're going to start rolling dice again. I'm going to dip away for a couple minutes to grab a new drink and use the bathroom, and then I'll be back before that time period to chat and hang out for a bit. So yeah, so 9:41 Eastern is when we'll start rolling dice again.
Okay.
All right. I will see you guys momentarily.
Okay.
Hey. Wow, what a start.
Yeah.
What a start. You were asked to do things quietly, and instead you started setting fire to the town and attacking the guards.
That is true.
Perfect.
To be fair, fire is very silent.
Actually, it makes a very loud cackle.
I mean, comparing to my
Crackle,
other
whatever.
options with bombs, fire is very silent.
That's true.
Yeah, I'll give you that one.
Maybe the sound of glass shattering. The other thing I was talking about when you're away, Gil.
Yeah.
Is that I probably have the best chance of getting to Miriam as soon as possible because I have that little parkour skill. And I just found out that when I get the charges, I can dash to something or away from something without being stopped. But I can also dash away from an enemy at the moment they attack, so I don't get hit. But on a miss, I fucking basically trip.
We'll see how that plays. Let's see. While we're in intermission, quick reminder of the announcements from the top of the stream. Next Saturday is going to be Blades in the Dark Part 4. The crew is going to be doing some downtime activities, taking some stress off their plate, maybe gathering some things to further their next job. The 12th is going to be my one-shot, which is yet to be announced in Project Open Table, so if you chance to play in that one-shot, come join. !pot is the command in Twitch chat to get the link to all of our socials and our Discord. And then on the 19th, it's part 15 of the Ring of Auroran, where we've got a pretty interesting little love story going on in that game, don't we, Dawn? Once Dawn comes back, Dawn will confirm. Outside of that, tomorrow night is the Whose Line Is It Anyway? Tabletop edition, being ran by Gridnad, who is one of our moderators and one of our community advisors. And if you're wondering what Project Open Table even is, well, I'll tell you. Project Open Table is a Discord community that I have founded alongside of other talented folks, such as Undead Commander. And our main goal is to create a place in the TTRPG community that does its best to have this sort of culture of being non-gatekeeping, being inclusive, and we use safety tools for all of our games to make sure that any IRL issues that our players are going through, we don't have to have them deal with in-game as well. Typically just equals a more fun time for everybody. Like I said, some of the people in this game have been in multiple games, not just for me, but for other GMs as well.
True.
And I think it's been a pretty good ride for those who have played in our server. We've recently just opened up the Marketplace Square in Project Open Table. So if you're a creative type, if you're an artist, if you're somebody who writes, if you voice actor, anything at all, you can apply to become a vendor, and then you will get your own little thread post that'll act as like your booth if we were like at an artist alley at a convention. And so that post would become your booth, and so people can come by, they can see what you offer, they can message, they can send a message in that post if they are interested. But yeah, we're always evolving, we're always expanding into new things. So come check us out. Link is right up there, right above my intermission message. Come join us. We have a great time. Yeah, I'm really interested to see how you guys wiggle out of this one.
Yeah.
It's not smelling good for us.
It is not.
I'm afraid to say it.
It's not overall. I have a plan though for how to get away from the guard. But past that, it does not look good.
Some of the plans were really good. It just came down to some dice rolls that didn't quite work out like they were supposed to.
I have to be completely honest and vulnerable for a minute, and I would say my plans might not be good, but I also had like bad shit luck.
Right, yeah. Yeah, I think of everybody, you've had the most failed rolls.
Dice don't generally like me either. I think online ones are a bit nicer, but yeah, I'm there with you.
That's what happens when you give everything to luck.
Drink this. As the electrolytes that plants crave.
I beg you, drink some water.
Huh?
I beg you, drink some water.
Oh yeah.
Put the energy drink down. It's not good for you.
I'm not drinking an energy drink. I was actually thinking about mixing up like a small dose of G Fuel before we got started, but I decided against it. How are you guys finding the system so far? I think that's a question I meant to ask. Now that you guys have some table time with it.
I really like it.
Yeah,
Like
it's been
it's really part of the course for Powered by the Apocalypse, but it has a lot of charm and a lot of focus on combat specifically that is very fresh for this.
Oh yeah, I 100% agree.
It's been pretty fun. I like that you get to kind of have some liberties with what happens when we miss rolls. And they're not just, oh, you failed to do this thing. Like,
yeah,
I like that a lot.
Yeah, it definitely opens the door for, you know, and they encourage it in the rule book too. Like, don't just say, you fucked up. Like, you know, maybe they did everything right in their mind, but then maybe there was just some unforeseen conflict. And yeah, and like aesthetically, the game is adorable. It's got a lot of charm. And then like when you dig a little bit deeper into the undertones, you're like, oh god, yeah, no. Oh.
Yeah, it's very a short hike.
Yeah.
It looks cute, but when you get deep into it, you're like, oh, woof.
God, a short hike was such a good game.
Yeah, it's cute, but there's like deepness underneath the cuteness. I like that a lot.
Yeah, it's very politically charged.
There's heart to it, which I enjoy.
Yeah, if this were a campaign, the faction game would really come into play because depending on how you act or what things you do, you could definitely start tilting the balance of, you know, being in favor with these guys, but then being completely out of favor with like everybody else, and that would cause, like, you know, in a campaign setting, a lot with some problems down the road.
I'm sure there's also a colonizing force and a ruling monarchy at the same time, so like there's a lot going on just right there.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
And then the citizens that have decided to take up arms and be like, you know what, fuck both of these guys, actually. And then there's just the townspeople who are like, as long as we're okay at the end. But yeah, with that, is everybody back?
I'm here.
Yep, I'm here.
Dawn, short.
Huh?
Just doing a
I
roll
just
call.
spaced out for a second.
Okay, somebody else is here.
Yeah, Short's here. I guess we're still waiting on Dawn.
Not the horse electrolytes.
Not the horse electrolyte.
Oh my gosh, when you said the electrolytes plants crave,
Mhm.
Sorry, I'm
there's
back.
a movie. I forget the title of
Idiocracy.
it. Yes, Idiocracy, where it starts with them watering the plants with Gatorade.
Yep,
It
that's
made me
exactly
think
what
of
I was referencing. Yep.
Oh my god.
That's such a wild movie.
Yeah.
You mean documentary?
Documentary, yeah. Sorry, my bad. All right. Yeah. No. Dawn. There. Okay. Dawn's back. Perfect. We'll get right back into the game then.
I just said I was here, you dorks.
I didn't hear you, dork.
How dare you?
Speak up.
Don't
Alright.
tempt me.
Oh, Dawn will. They will. Trust. All right.
Yeah.
So we're
I'm in a house now. I don't have neighbors.
we're back.
I think
in...
it's time for Stinky to do something.
Yep. Stinky's had a beat to like observe the situation he's found himself in with
Almost
Oh no,
setting
it's
himself
the-
on fire.
Yeah,
Oh, no,
almost
it's
setting himself
consequence of
on
my
fire.
actions.
There are currently 13 guards that are like beginning to like slowly pace themselves towards you with their swords drawn.
Oh no, it's the consequence of my actions. I'm going to do what I've planned and not plan everything. I'm gonna trust fate while I throw the rest of my firebombs up. So I'm trusting them to basically at least hinder the way to the guards to me, and
Okay.
at best carpet bomb down.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Let's see what happens.
It's a 7!
The 7,
Let's
so
go.
on a hit, you scrape by or barrel through. GM will tell you what it costs. Okay, this is good. So, Inky, you realize that you may have fucked. But you're not out of options. At least not yet. So you just begin unloading all of the remainder of your fire bombs in a desperate attempt to do something, anything to help you out. I'm gonna say in this aspect, what's gonna happen is that you will basically create a wall of fire between you and the 13 guards.
Oh, thank God.
But what it's gonna cost you is that you have depleted the entirety of your fire bombs.
Oh,
Oh no.
All of your fire setting tools you are now completely empty of.
uh-oh.
Oh no, that's
You have a
sad.
backup option, right, Stinky?
But you have bought
Oh.
yourself a little bit of time.
Okay, let me think of it. Oh my God.
Let's go ahead and roll it back up to Robert.
Okay. I'm going to activate my ability Parkour,
Okay.
which is, I'm going to dash my way through the scene. So I roll with finesse, and I'm trying to get at least a 7. Which should be easy. I don't want to undermine it, though, because I know if I do that, karma's gonna bite me in the ass.
Okay.
And what I'm attempting to do is I am attempting to sprint right up to Miriam and stab her,
Okay.
which I believe would be a roll with finesse. Yeah,
Yeah.
it'd be a roll with finesse.
Yeah, so we'll need the finesse roll for your parkour attempt.
Mm-hmm. And then a finesse roll for the attack.
For the attack itself. We'll see what happens with the first.
Here we go.
If you make it.
Yeah.
Full
Let's
hit.
go! Let's go!
Okay.
All right, so
Yeah.
So this one.
so you have you
So
have a
this
hold
gives
of
me
3.
3 charges.
Yep.
This gives me 3 charges,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna do another one.
Yep. This is for
To
your
attack.
attack.
Oh my god!
Shut the
Yes!
fuck up!
Yes.
Robert supremacy!
Wow.
Dude, I'm a bad bitch with that 3 finesse.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So So what I'm going to do
All right.
is I'm going to inflict serious harm
Okay.
on Miriam.
All right.
I'm going to shift my range 1 step behind her.
Okay.
So I'm gonna like turn. This umbrella is gonna be shoved like somewhere into her body, and I'm just gonna turn to the side. That's gonna I say that's what's inflicting serious harm here. I'm just like ripping through her at this point.
Okay. So that's 2.
And then I'm gonna use my third to frighten her. She's gonna be fucking terrified of me. Now, I don't say to suffer little harm because of my parkour ability.
Mhm.
I'm going to spend one of those 3 charges to dash slightly away from Miriam as
Okay.
she tries to attack me, dodging the attack completely.
Perfect. Yeah. Because you can do that. Excellent. All right. You actually still have another charge of your dash.
I actually have 2.
The dashing 2 is one. The dashing away is another one.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh, true.
So you have
So I have
charge
1 left. I can save that, right?
I don't know. It is hold, which you can hold it for the situation that you found yourself in. So I'm going to say yes. Just hard GM's ruling. I'm going to say that you can hold on to that.
I'd say this is just like my adrenaline's activated. I'm ready to kill.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna shout at my allies. Hold them back! I got Miriam.
All right. So you have jumped in, caused this, and your umbrella counts as large. So yeah, that's going to be 3 harm to Miriam. Off rip.
Damn.
Well, that would do damage if I take an extra exhaustion.
Oh, are you not going to do that?
I'm gonna say no.
Okay, so then just 2 harm. Perfectly fine.
Because I could do 2 harm and then another 2 harm to her. Just kill her next turn anyway.
Yeah. So you can zip in, you plunge into Miriam, you dip back out, and Miriam looks shook. She can't believe that somebody got between her little orb of guards and was able to get away unscathed.
I just like went right up to her.
Yeah. She immediately turns to her 4 guards and she says, "Get me the fuck out of here!" And they start to retreat. They're not out of the situation completely, but they are.
Wait, so is Miriam running?
Miriam and her 4 guards are beginning to, get ready to get out of town.
Okay.
That's my cue.
And then I guess I'm right behind her with that other dash,
Right.
which got out of the way of her attacking.
Solus, you've got a fell. Well, no, you chased off that other dude, so now you're just kind of standing there. You see the wall of fire between the other guards and Stinky, and you see the 4 guards that are trying to hurriedly get Miriam out of harm's way.
So I
Smile.
this is a perfect situation to storm the group.
Oh boy.
What is your might at?
3.
Ooh.
All right. When you storm a group
So.
of foes in melee, mark exhaustion and roll with might.
Okie dokie.
Let's
go.
God.
Let's go.
There's the 10. Let's go.
All right. So you're on a hit. You're gonna trade harm. So, okay. So the 4 guards are each gonna be 1 harm.
I'd say do the 2 morale harm, and then
I'm
make them
going-
hit themselves.
That's exactly where I was going with that.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah.
I'm wondering. So what's the difference between harming morale and harming exhaustion?
They're separate tracks for NPC. Um, so
Yeah.
if their morale is completely gone, then they're just going to like surrender in place, basically.
Okay.
Well, it should
Yeah,
be.
yeah, we'll do that.
It means like morale, as in like the majority.
Yeah, that's like the guards entirely.
Yeah.
But
so
that's
we'll-
like. Is that attacking their confidence? Right.
I would say so.
That's just mentally fucking them up.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So what?
Yeah, for sure. So we'll
go ahead.
So I'll go with that. I'll go with I'll do the inflict 2 morale harm, and then I'll mark an extra exhaustion to inflict their harm against themselves.
Okay.
So I'd like to think of it as Solus just comes barreling up, just charging at them, which scares the shit out of them and lowers their morale. And then when they try to take swings, he just
Like a
kinda,
jump.
It just deflects off his armor, like, and their weapons just swing back into their faces.
All right. So then, the guards do 2 harm naturally. So now all of the guards are at 3 harm.
Let's go.
And Miriam is down to their last box. Like, they're not completely out, but they're in bad shape.
Perfect.
Robert, witnessing this, despite everything I've told you about him, shows a very violent smile across their face.
Mira.
I would like to improvise the simplest weapon ever and pick up like straw, debris, whatever is spilling out from like the door to the tavern, and toss it in the guard's face.
Okay. Let's see. I don't know if that would fall under improvise a weapon.
I think that'd be a weapon.
I think because improvising a weapon means that you are making an actual like weapon out of the things that are around you. But if you're like basically doing like a pocket sand thing,
where's improvise a weapon?
I think that would probably fall more.
Oh, you make a weapon.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I'd say this is more of like a trust fate kind of thing.
I think that's exactly what I was thinking, was like a trust fate.
Okay, I can roll trust fate.
Yep.
Don't know if I actually trust fate, but we're gonna try this.
We do. Let's go!
What is with
Yes.
you guys' rolls tonight?
Let's go!
Oh, it gives you a fleeting opportunity.
Yeah, so basically you reach down and you find like a bunch of like straw and dirt, and you just pockets, like I said, pocket sand this dude's face, and he holds his eyes and he stumbles back a little bit. So I'm gonna give you the opportunity to do another thing.
I'm gonna. Can I disengage, move away from him, and like move toward everyone else in our group that's helping Stinky?
Absolutely, yeah. You can just zip around him for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's time for Stinky.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stinky's just watching this unfold.
I am free of the danger, but I am not free of the consequences of my actions, which is basically the impending fire on the guards' barracks, right?
Yes.
So I'm gonna book straight there, and I'm gonna pray to God that I have something to smolder the flames in my silver pouches.
Okay.
I guess that would be like maybe like a trust fate.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, it's probably going to be a trust fate.
Another trust fate.
Just
Let's
in
go
case.
fate.
Okay, let's go. Yes.
All right.
Ooh,
All
Yeah.
right, fate
it
is on our
costs you
side.
something though.
I think it's going to kind of similar with the firebomb situation. You don't really think too much about putting out fires. You think more about creating them. So you only have
Yeah.
like a small handful of, or a small amount of, of things to stop fires. So now your cost is you can no longer put out fires until you have the opportunity
no.
to
What a shame.
to get new things. So yeah, so I'll say that you run over and you expel your powders to cool down the guards barracks. So it's
Your
no longer
powders?
Yeah, my powders.
I
So-
see.
My completely law compliant powders.
absolutely.
Oh, so crack.
So yeah, you put out the fire at the guard station, but now you cannot put out any more.
Now you
fire.
cannot sell crack.
Okay, I'm as I am in the guard station. Is there someone inside?
There is one person inside, and he looks like he's way too old to still be in the guards. Like he should have probably retired, like, a decade ago.
Is this the same old guy from before?
No.
Oh, thank God.
No,
Okay,
he's just kind of sitting there in a rocking chair. He's just staring off into space.
Yeah, he's going to.
Can you
look
like
at him and
yell
say,
at him?
You. No sense.
What?
Do you have an armlist?
What was that, Sonny? I can't hear you.
A arbalest. Like a bow with a trigger.
No, I don't know anybody named Ernest. I'm sorry.
Fuck this.
He's going to scuttle inside and look for an arbalest. Not an arbalest, a crossbow.
Yeah, there's one on the wall.
Okay, I'm gonna
Ooh.
get one. Does it seem sturdy enough to throw a torch as an arrow?
Yeah. Yeah, you would assume that you could probably rig up a way to do that.
Okay, then I wanna use available materials to rig a dangerous device, and I roll with finesse.
I'd say this would be.
It's one of his moves.
No, yeah, it's create to destroy.
Yeah.
Okay, let me roll with finesse. That's a 9. Let's go.
All right, what does it say for a 7 through 9?
I choose 2. The device is more dangerous than intended, larger or unwindly than intended, or more tremendable and fragile than intended. Okay, I'm gonna choose larger or more unwieldy,
Okay.
and more dangerous than intended.
All right. So basically, with the way that you've had to set everything up on this crossbow to be able to shoot torches, you've kind of made it a little bit more bulky than what a normal crossbow would be. So you're gonna have to like heft this thing, kind of minigun style, just to be able to move it around.
So Stinky looks at his concoction and say,
My magnum opus. We do too much mischief together.
So that would be target someone, right?
When we get back to their turn, I'm gonna give everybody else a chance to do something real quick.
Okay.
So Robert,
Go for the kill.
going for the kill.
I want to attempt to finish off Miriam. Right here, right now.
Okay.
So I'm gonna roll for finesse.
You using your last dash charge?
How far away is she?
She had started to get
Because,
away
like-
from you guys, but not far enough away to where you couldn't
Because-
dash to her.
Yeah, because I used the second dash when she was running away, right?
Yeah.
To stay behind her.
Oh, you did? I thought you used it to get like away from her and the guards.
Yeah, no. Like I'm behind her. I turned around.
Okay. Got it. I'm seeing what I'm smelling what you're stepping in now. Okay, then yeah, you're right there with her then.
Okay, I'm gonna roll this finesse. Let's fucking go.
You gotta stop. You've got some of the craziest dice luck.
I know. Listen, all I'm saying, my luck in real life, terrible. My luck in games, bullshit.
All right, yeah. This is certainly going to end, Miriam. So tell me how it happens.
So, I'd like to do a little bit of fuckery here, if you'll allow me when I explain this. I want to try to inflict serious harm in the way that I finish her off, and then I deal damage to like one of the guards next to her.
I don't think that's a thing that you can do, but you can still inflict the serious harm to her.
That's fine. I'm going to stab her right through the heart. Right in front of everybody. And I want this to put fear in every single one of those little puny soldiers' hearts. And that's all I'm doing.
Okay. Yeah, no, you have killed their leader right in front of them while they were trying to defend her. That's certainly going to cause some confidence issues.
What little confidence they had left.
What little confidence they had left. And at this point, some of them would go to like raise their swords, but then a couple of the other ones would be like, no, this shit ain't worth it. We gotta go tell somebody about this. And so now those 4 guards are going to start making their way. They're just gonna they're out. They're done. But they're going to try to make their way towards Sundell. But then when they get towards the
Can you go back to the map really quickly?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I also want to know something.
Because they're trying to go to Sundell.
Yeah, and then that's when they're going to realize that the bridge is on fire.
Okay, how many soldiers are left in the battlefield currently?
Well, technically, the number hasn't changed outside of Miriam, because the 4 guards that went to leave for Sundell saw that the bridge is on fire. So they're still in it. They're
trapped.
Just trapped,
they're
basically.
Losing their shit.
Yeah.
Well, excluding them.
Excluding them, there are the 13 that were trying to go after Stinky.
Okay. I am going to, let's see. I gotta remember what I wanted to do.
Since you already took your action, we'll let Solus and Mira and Stinky
yeah,
go.
it was just gonna involve that last dash charge really quickly.
Yeah.
If allowed.
Are
there any guards near Mira?
No, Mira managed to get away from the guard that they were currently fighting.
Okay. I'm just gonna find... I guess... I'm actually gonna save it.
Okay.
Because I killed her off. I don't need it right now. I have an
idea.
Alright, Solus. Solus?
I realized that my microphone was muted, so I'm sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
Oops.
Well, I mean... Kind of, can you kind of a lay of the land as of right now? I know Lady is dead.
Lady's dead. The 4 soldiers ran to exit towards Sundell, but then saw the bridge was on fire, and so now they're just kind of like trapped and panicking. And there are 13 soldiers who are going to start beginning to make their way around the wall of fire left by Stinky to try to hunt him down.
That is a big group, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hmm. And I suppose a group of people probably doesn't count as a powerful or dangerous villain.
No, I would say that Miriam, if anything, was probably the powerful and dangerous villain.
Shit. Well. There goes my chance of clearing my exhaustion. Okay. Hmm.
Nothing like a fresh kill.
Nothing like toppling order.
Trying to think of what a good move here would be. Because I mean, the initial Solus decision could be to storm that group, but it feels a little too dangerous.
Yeah.
Given that there's 13 of them.
Yeah.
I mean, if I the trade-off is if I roll at least a 10. Well, I mean, technically I could. Do I have to hold on? Let me go back to it. Stormer group. As long as I roll at least a 7, I can choose one. Hmm. God, I feel like I'm gonna get Solus killed again. All right, let's go with let's storm a group again. Screw it.
All right, you're storming a group.
We're gotta save my friends.
Oh gosh.
All right, and oh God. Hey, let's go!
Fuck right off.
Go!
Right.
All right. So yeah, give us your two choices. You're gonna trade harm. You're basically, the way that I see Solus doing this is he runs through the group and basically just starts Beyblading through them. That's the only way I see you potentially dealing a harm to all of them.
Accurate.
Yes.
Accurate. All right. All right. Well. Oh God. Let her rip. I guess. What happens if I'm at 4 exhaustion?
Basically, you go into a state where you're stuck. Like, you can't move yourself. You've burned out too much of your energy. You would literally need somebody else to pick you up and move you if you wanted to go anywhere.
Okay. Well, you know what? That works. Yeah. So let's go. I'll go ahead and mark both of those exhaustions.
All right. So Solus is fully exhausted.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I would hope. You'd think after bum rushing 13 people and. Well, I guess we'll see what happens. So let's obviously do that. I'm gonna turn them against each other and Beyblade my ass through their inflicting their harm against them.
Okay.
And then I guess the morale harm that I did earlier was probably only for those 4, huh?
I think it applies for the full band, like for the full
Okay.
thing.
Then let's stack let's stack morale harm.
Let's see, what's their morale track? You guys are too good at this. So
Smile.
here's what happens.
All right.
Here's the scene.
Okay.
Solus, in classic Solus fashion, even from worlds away, charges the group and turns himself into a a metal dragoon and just Beyblades in between each and every one of them, flashing him just a little bit, but causing enough confusion to where when they try to hit you, they end up hitting each other also.
Can I just add that while Solus is running in, you can just faintly in the back of your mind just hear Supersonic Racing playing.
Oh my god, yeah. So now the remaining 13 guards are at 3 harm. And you have maxed out their morale tracker. Meaning that there is nothing left for them here. They somehow got in way too over their heads, and they don't want any part of this anymore. And realizing that they're trapped from the other two towns that the Marcus it controls, you see all of the remaining guards, even the 4 that originally went to take off on Robert, they all just drop their swords and fall to their knees, hands in the air.
Collapsing onto the ground, Solus just holds up a big thumb.
Hell yeah.
That's what I thought.
Can I do something?
Yeah, if you would like to. And then after that,
Is there a little cart inside of the guards barracks?
there's one parked outside of it.
Okay, so I'm gonna cumbersomely drag my new concoction out, put on top of the cart, move the cart slowly forward, and say,
Yes, bring to the hills.
while I point them to, the gun to them.
Can I and I would also like to grab Solus and move us away from the guards.
Yeah, absolutely, you can do that.
Okay.
So you pick up Solus. Solus is dead exhausted. He's barely able to hold himself up while you are having to pack this larger than you red panda in plate armor. But yeah, so the Marcusite guards all surrender. The townsfolk are freaking out, trying to put out all the various fires that Stinky has caused. And at that point, there's still a little bit of chaos and confusion. But then the 4 of you see Drew run out from a house and say, "What? I said quietly! This is not... Oh, gods!" He's just looking at the carnage and the fire.
Stinky's going to hop in closer. Said,
See, I made the flames a little bit more orange for you. It matches.
It was distracting.
They'll never bother you again.
Unless they... Oh gosh, okay, oh... Here, I'm gonna have to write so many letters.
Just tell them we did it.
Oh, I fully intend to, trust me. A murderous arsonist pack of bandits just came in and wrecked everything. I had plausible deniability. I didn't know what you were up to. Certainly not this.
We'll help
Damn
put
it.
the fires out.
We took care of them. They're
I'm so sorry for any harm that we've caused to this village, sir. It was not within any of my
very proud of
intentions.
myself.
Is there any way that we'll be able to help out?
yeah. Apologies for any property damage.
Yes, just help move the remainder of their medicine and foods into the tavern, and he says, just meet me there, and I'll just and he just turns around and starts running back to this.
Done. I
think
start
I'm
grabbing
going
medicine
to take
food.
a nap.
See, Robert, I explode things.
That was a battle.
You guys assist in putting out the fires around town. You make sure
you guys. No, Stink is very proud of what he done.
Solus takes a nap.
He's hauling the medicine, but not putting
Okay,
all the
yeah.
fires.
If you don't want to put out the fires, help me grab the medicine and food.
Yeah,
Yeah, so you guys
I
kind of
really
split
want
up.
to kiss my nature tonight.
You help do all of your tasks and such.
Among Us?
Huh?
You
Oh,
said
God damn
tasks.
it. God damn it. But yeah, you help out the town kind of somewhat put everything back in order. And you head over to the tavern where Drew meets you. and he tosses each of you a small pouch of coin. I would say each one's probably gonna equal out to about 4 value each.
Oh, let's go.
Nice.
Say, sir, I hate to ask, but do you mind assisting with this? Points directly to the gaping slash across my chest.
I'll get our I'll get our medicine woman out to patch you up, but I'm afraid you can't stay here. This is going to take a little bit more explaining, and I'm gonna need the Irie here to help fortify this town a little bit better. Yeah, so I'll send the healer over to you, and then I must insist that you get the fuck out of my town.
Understood, sir. We will get out as quick as possible.
That's fair.
Again, sorry for the troubles.
Vagabonds, and he just kind of turns or walks past you guys out of the town.
That makes one of us.
Yeah. So, I know we're not gonna do like this isn't part of a campaign, but just so the viewers have something to kind of understand how advancements work in this game, I think we should do some advancements.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let me go and find. I found it. All right. So your advancement. It's based on your not your drives, your
right?
other thing. Or it is your drives. It is your drives. Yes.
Yeah, it is the drives.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course. Okay. So then, what we're gonna do is each player is going to read their drives out loud, and then we'll discuss whether or not the player fulfilled their drive during that session. And it wasn't already called out. We didn't call out any of them because you guys were kind of in the thick of it. So here we go. We will start with Mikami.
Yeah. So Stinky's drives are chaos and crime. Chaos is I can advance when I topple a tyrannical or dangerously overbearing figure or order. In crime, I advance when I illicitly score a stated prize or pull off an illegal caper against impressive odds.
Yeah, I think you definitely clear the crime one for sure. You definitely set a lot of fires in the face of
That was a
20
lot
guards.
of arson.
A lot of arson in the face of
I'm
20
almost
guards.
impressed.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
So I'll say that you get an advancement for your crime. For your chaos, I think that by thinking of how it says you topple an oppressive force or something like that, that would be if you set this entire town to 0, like nobody controlled this area because you dispatched whoever was controlling it. And Galilah's Grove it
was still maintained by the people. It was just getting slowly controlled.
Right. So I wouldn't say you really toppled anything. So no advancement for chaos, but definitely an advancement for.
Nice.
And then from there, I think there's a list on your character sheet, on the proper character sheet.
I went for discovery. What a fucking loser.
So
I should have went for the one that I get when I show off. Because I certainly did that.
You did.
I can take +1 to a stat.
I killed a fucking government, like a government official essentially with an umbrella.
Oh yeah. There's a list right here. Choosing advancement.
That was pretty fantastic.
Yep.
So go ahead and so you choose one of these things from the list to your advancement. For the core rulebook, it's on page.
Yeah.
If you don't have that list available, I'll read them out.
No, I'm looking at it right now.
Okay.
The smart thing would put a +1 to finesse,
Mhm.
but I also can get a
Extra to
move
luck.
from my.
Mm.
No, the extra it cannot go above a +2, so I cannot do it. But I could take one of my moves. No, I'm gonna get a +1 to finesse.
Excellent.
God knows I need it.
All right. Then we'll move on down the line. We'll go to Mira. What are your drives?
Okay, well, my drives are ambition and thrills. Could you say we escaped from certain death or incarceration?
I would say after the fight that you guys put up, if that would have went sideways, then yeah, you would have been killed or incarcerated, especially against those numbers. So I think that you would get an advancement for.
Okay, so I definitely got that one. I also cleared my exhaustion track by stealing the coin purse. Because that's
I was
something
wondering
important.
why you did that in the middle of a fight. That was good though. That was good. So that was that your which drive was that you just cleared?
Exhaustion.
Oh no, the drive about.
The drive.
yeah.
Thrills.
Thrills. Okay, what was your other one?
My other one was ambition, increasing my reputation with any faction. I don't know that we necessarily did that.
I will happily say that you guys definitely pissed off the Marquisate a little more. But I don't know if you guys gained a net positive from either the Denizens or the Irie because of your tactics.
As long as it wasn't a negative, I feel like that's a win.
So
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say you don't clear that one.
Okay.
And
That's
then
fair.
what would you like for your one advancement? Here, actually, since I have this pulled open, I'm going to change my window.
I wanted to ask. I was kind of not. I didn't realize we weren't gonna do much exploring. And I know my other option is like advancing when I show off. Am I allowed to change that?
No, it's a little too late for that, unfortunately.
No!
You guys just went, all right, you guys want us to get rid of these? Let's go. So yeah, here's your list of announcements. I'm sharing my screen in the Discord state. Because you got one advancement, you can pick from one thing from that.
Okay.
Oops.
Oh, I can take 2 new roguish feats.
There you go. Which two are you going to take?
Where is that? I'm thinking sleight of hand and hide.
Perfect. All right. Next is Solus. What are your drives? Read them out.
My drives are justice, which is advanced when you achieve justice for someone wronged by a powerful, wealthy, or high-status individual. And principles, advanced when you express or embody your moral principles at great cost to yourself or your allies. I would like to go out on a limb here and say I technically did both.
I would say for the first one probably, because you knew that there was some shadier shit that was happening underneath the the Marcus at just being like, look, we're bringing you medicine and food because you're all sick. You guys knew that there were ulterior motives, so I think acting against those and taking down Miriam and the having the guards surrender was definitely justice. So I'll give you that one. And then the other one has to do with your moral code.
Yeah, I defended the weak against the tyranny of these colonizers at great cost to myself. I was very exhausted after I was done. I had a whole 4 points of exhaustion.
You were.
I collapsed on the ground. I had to take a nap.
I had to drag you out of there. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay? You know what? That's valid. You can have
Let's
them both.
go.
All right. So you get 2 advancements.
Awesome. All right. Let's see. Let's go with. Ooh. Let's go with a. You know what? Since it was the only other one I had to use in this situation, let's go with a +1 to my cunning.
Great.
And then I'd like to my playbook. Here's my playbook.
If you click on your character sheet in Roll20 and scroll all the way to the bottom, it'll show your specific moves if that's what you're looking for.
Yeah. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, cool. Awesome. Yeah, and then I'll add. So +1 to my cunning, and then I will take a new move from my playbook, and I'm gonna go ahead and do hardy. Just take 1 additional injury box whenever time passes, or you journey to a new clearing. You can clear 2 injury boxes automatically.
Damn. The hard to kill just got harder to kill.
Yeah.
All right, and finally, Robert, what are your 2 drives?
I have discovery. Advance when you encounter a new wonder or ruin in the forests. That one's definitely not going. And then I have wanderlust. It won't even tell me what it does.
Advance when you finish a journey to a clearing.
Which I would say if you guys in this session went from Galilah's Grove to Pinehorn or to Sundell or something, then I would count that. But since everything basically took place in Galilah's Grove, I'm probably not going to say no. So no advancements for you, unfortunately.
Nothing for Bob. Bye.
Nothing.
It's
for
okay.
Bob.
I slayed regardless.
You slayed. You
did.
So
you,
true.
You had some clutch moves.
Yeah.
And with that, our adventurers, they heal up, and then they briskly get the fuck out of
Do we get
town.
rid of injury and exhaustion, or?
I think over time you would get. I don't know. I haven't looked too much into like the healing over time aspect due to the this is a one shot. So I would say because the healer came and saw you, I think each of you can clear 2 harm.
Oh, thank
Clear
God.
2 harm from any box?
2 from your injury, and I'll say that your exhaustion's gone.
Woo!
I took a nap.
You took a nap. And with that, I think that's a good place to end our session.
That was beautiful.
Root is really fun.
Root is
That
a lot.
was-
It's really fun.
That was lots of fun.
And we've just proven that it doesn't take a long time, really. I mean, depending on your tactics, I
To
guess,
do a session.
To do a session.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
to
the
serve
second It's the second game that I played with Guild. I was like, oh, I wished it was a campaign.
What if I told you this is my first time ever playing a tabletop RPG with
Wait,
people?
really?
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Really?
Yeah.
I
That
can
is-
I can mark that
The
down in my
only
personal
experience I
records.
had beforehand was a cut off one shot.
Oh no!
Oh.
But I mean, what a start!
Yeah. Damn. All right, I get to mark another person that I've ran their first game for.
Yeah.
Hell
Robert.
yeah, awesome. I'm glad you had a good time.
Yeah, that was fucking great.
Right on. Yeah, and if you would like to run your
Hey,
own
you
games,
you guys want to see something funny really quickly?
I'll never. Hold on. I'm gonna cut back to the tabletop screen to show this.
Yes. Yes.
Short
this
literally
needs to be
just rolled
shared.
this.
Wanna see me?
You're not
This
gonna
Yeah.
is
do
an
it again.
insult
You're
to
not
all
gonna do
my
it again.
rolls. How dare you?
Wanna see me do it
You're
again?
not gonna do it again.
Do it again. Oh.
No.
There we go. There we go. That,
Third
Had
time's
to
the charm.
eventually.
I don't
Anyways,
think did any of us roll under like a 6?
Yeah.
I don't think
I roll a
so.
2.
You did roll that too once.
I did with my fight.
Oh yeah, that's right there.
Oh,
that was
that's
there was a
right.
5, yeah.
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 I
And then
roll
you-
a
yeah,
2
the
while I was
yeah,
trying to
you did.
sneak.
You did. That's right.
Oh, dude, I want to see how many full hits I actually hit during that. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, you got a lot.
Yeah, you also bayonetta
5.
style hit like all the guards.
Yeah, you were pulling off some serious like Devil May Cry shit.
I did 5. I am, dude.
Super sexy
I have,
style.
dude. You want to know why I have the umbrella?
Lies of
Because
P.
motherfucker, I am the storm.
God damn. All right, with that, if you would like to run your own game, or if you would like to join one of the games that not only I run in Project Open Table, but some of our other fantastic GMs, then here is the link for you to come check us out.
Join.
Join. Thank you to everybody
Do
for
it.
hanging out and watching us. Thank you to my players for playing in my first game of Root the RPG. I had a lot of fun.
Great.
Definitely something to keep on the back burner in case one of my other campaigns ends, for sure. Let's go down the list, down the table. If you have something you want to shout out or anything like that, let us know and let us know where to find you. I have all of your guys' Twitch link accounts linked in the profile, or not the profile, in the stream title. So click on them, give them all of my players a follow because they're fantastic. We're gonna start with Dawn.
I don't have anything really fancy going on with stream related stuff, but I do have I'm cooking something. I'm cooking something delicious. It's
Cooking.
I'm cooking. All right, so obviously there's a plethora of videos out there about like D&D lore because it's fucking D&D, right? But fuck D&D. I couldn't find any tangibly decent one like lore videos, like the type that are like 30 to 40 minutes long that you could sit there listen to while you're in the car, like a podcast or some shit. Couldn't find anything anywhere decent for Pathfinder. So I'm making them myself.
There you go.
Oh,
Slay.
Nice.
I'm looking forward to it.
I should have the first one out next week, but we'll see.
Ooh, there we go. All right. Thank you, Dawn. Mikami.
so hi. I'm not a streamer, but I do have a profile on Blue Sky called This Is My Waifu. I do stuff sometimes. I'm an artisan, and I write stuff. But aside from that, no, I do have nothing to say otherwise than I hope I'll be on another guild game soon. I really like playing with Gil.
I appreciate
Yes.
you, buddy.
Cough, cough, hint, hint.
Cough, cough, hint, hint.
Cough, cough, hint, hint. Thank you, Mikami. Amitola.
I don't stream myself, but I love being in collab streams. I'm Amitola Sprite on everywhere. Project Open Table is awesome.
Let's go.
Let's go. Thank you, Amitola. And finally, Short.
Hi, I'm Short 646, otherwise I go by just Short. 5'3" in real life. Real fact. I'm a little guy. I stream sometimes. I also like to do art. I think currently I have stuff set up on Ko-Fi. I just do stupid meme commissions where I'll turn you into a yassified orb. Or the more interesting one that I've been starting lately is I will do pixel art resprites for people.
Oh.
And that's about it.
All right. Thank you so much, you guys, for playing in this game. Thank you to the viewers. And I probably should have had Twitch open right now so I could find my raid target. But while I'm looking for my raid target, like I said, join Project Open Table. We have a lot of fun there. As you can see, all of the players here have been found from Project Open Table. And like I said, we have community nights. We've got a lot of community nights planned for basically the rest of the year. I know in October, Ace is going to be hosting a horror movie double feature some night, or maybe even 2 nights, just depending. I know in November, I think there was talk about there being like kind of like a Thanksgiving kind of thing where if you have a recipe, you can kind of like donate it to the community, and then we put it all together in a big Project Open Table cookbook. And then I think Undead has some other stuff going on with that. And then in December we have a lot of holiday stuff planned, and especially like I think one of the moderators was going to run basically like a hangout for people who maybe don't have the option to go home for the holidays or don't really want to go home for the holidays. Yeah, Ace is wanting to put together something to, like some sort of event to where like on the day of Christmas or something for people who don't celebrate, or people who aren't going home to visit family or friends, so that they can all get together and do something there, which I think is really sweet.
Get out of my
So nice.
So, oh, Carmelia, thank you for the raid. I'm sorry that
Oh,
you raided right in at the very end. I'm so sorry.
No.
But thank you so much for sending your community my way. I do appreciate you.
No, but yes.
No, but yes.
Remember, guys, we love pot.
Pot is the best.
Yeah, this is the perfect
Yeah.
time to advertise Project Open Table again.
This is a pot-friendly stream.
I love smoking Project Open Table.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're looking for a place to play more TTRPGs, run more TTRPGs, or just hang out with a bunch of fun nerds, click
You're
that
real.
link right there, that Nightbot link. That'll take you to our card that has our Twitter account, our Blue Sky account, our YouTube channel, and the link to the Discord so you can come. Still scrolling through. I think, you know what? I'm going to raid Kudamahau.
I don't know who that is.
Well, you should. They're absolutely just the sweetest. Looks like they are currently doing it's like a just chatting stream, but they're doing like dance along videos, like like where they show you how to do the
I
dance.
see.
Yeah, and it's like full body 3D model tracking and shit. It's really cool
Oh
looking.
shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Gil. Speaking of the Blue Sky
wow.
account for Project Open Table, you need to post there
I
more.
do, yeah. So yeah,
Cough, cough.
we're gonna go send our raid over to them. Please give them a
Okay.
follow because they are sweet bean and they're clearly
Before
doing
we
cool
raid
stuff.
out, I just have to say, I looked over at the side of the page before closing roll 20, and I accidentally read pot root as poot root.
All right. Well, with that, have a good night, everybody. Send Kuda our best. Give him the good old swamp raid. Tell him the dad sent you. You guys have a good night.
Good night,
Yeah.
y'all. Bye.
Goodbye,
Good night.
gamers. Whew,
All right.
that was
And we have successfully raided.
that was
Yo.
that was fucking great. Thank you guys.
Oh
That
my
was-
god.
That
that
was-
was awesome.
The
That was so
rolls
much
were
fun.
insane.
That was thrilling.
I'm glad
That-
you guys had a good time.
That felt like I just had crack injected into my
I am out of breath.
bloodstream.
Welcome to
That's
Tabletop
RPGs
Games.
for you.
Training VTuber. And tonight, we're just fucking around trying to learn some dances. 'cause
It's really short. I'm really happy that you have fun in your actual first game.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's,
Listen, all I'm saying is, in the one shot, we had to cut it a little bit short because of internet issues. Let's just say we were going for the funny, and somebody, and